Hi everybody, I'm Jim Shore. Today we're here in my studio in South Carolina, and I want to discuss with you a project that a lot of you already know about, and that is this Button and Squeaky project that I've been doing for some time now. And I have written or started a series of storybooks about these characters. Button being a teddy bear made from largely quilt pieces, and his sidekick Squeaky is a purple balloon dog. The origin of that I'll get into later, but it goes back to events in my childhood as to how those characters got inspired. Nonetheless, I've started this series of books, and what we've done is we've got the edited version is being published and will be available pretty soon in most of the outlets, the various booksellers and so forth, Amazon, Books A Million, and that sort of thing. But initially we did a series, a grouping here of taken from the unedited original version that Jan and I wrote and I illustrated, and it's in a book form like this. It's a purple bound hardback naming the book, which is in this case the first book is Magic in the Attic. It's kind of an introductory piece, introduces you to the characters and gets you familiar with what they're all about, how they come about. The edited version will be changed a little bit, and we've added a few things, and so the version that you'll see in the various stores, outlets, and whatnot will be a little bit different than this one. Now, the thing that's unique about this one is that this is a very, very short run, but there are some available, and they will be available on the website, jimshore.com. So if you're interested in having the first printing of it's kind of like an artist proof, you know? It's the very first thing, unedited, so all of the grammatical errors and all of that sort of stuff is there. But the illustrations I think you'll enjoy, and I'm going to show you some, and I'm going to read you a little bit of a piece of the book, and you'll sort of get the flavor of how this thing's going to go. Now, I've read it to a number of kids, and they love it, and actually a lot of adults love it too. One of the couple of kids that I read it to is a good friend of mine. Several of his daughters, and they ranged in age from 7 to 13, and all of them loved the story. So it appeals to a fairly wide range, and you'll see why because of the illustrations. Now, the illustrations are a little bit different than you see in a lot of children's books, in that these are complex and they have a lot of detail to them, and they're very lushly colored, and I'm very pleased with them. I want to show you what the attic itself looks like. This is an illustration I've made of the attic with all the various elements that, that are found in the Magic Attic. And each one of those elements at some point in time, including in this book here, will factor into the stories, the adventures, and that sort of thing that Button and Squeaky will have going forward. Now, at first, the book covers only Button, and he's exploring the attic, and you'll see as the book unfolds. And he discovers something in the attic that leads to something that he wanted very, very much, and that is friendship. Now, here is a picture of him in the attic. He's discovered a trunk, and the trunk contains a lot of wonderful and unusual things, but among those is a small box, and the box has printed on it, "Instant Friend. Just add love and air." Now, that intrigues him because he's by himself, and he wants a friend. So the book, after he gets this box out of the trunk, says, Then down in the deep bottom of the trunk was a little box with a funny picture. On the box it said, "Instant friend. Just add love and air." Button opens the little box and out falls a long purple balloon and a piece of paper. What's this? Instant friend? I hope this works. I've always wanted a friend. Button decides to give it a try. Here goes nothing. Now on the next, this is where he's actually following the, we're trying to make the balloon into this imaginary friend that the book alludes to. Button blew into the balloon again and again. Boy, that sure took a lot of air. Then Button goes to work. Squeak, twist, squeak. That's not good. Twist, squeak, twist. That didn't go well. Twist, twist, squeak. Neither did that. Squeak, squeak, twist. Whew. And as you can see, he's becoming a little bit more exasperated with his efforts because they're not working. None of it worked. Making friends is harder than I thought. I'm getting nowhere fast, thinks Button. Then Button remembers the piece of paper lying on the floor. What he saw in front of, skip the page. There we go. Button picks up the piece of paper and reads, always read the instructions first. Good idea. So, we've got the instructions there, and actually those are the instructions on how to make a balloon dog. You get a balloon and follow these instructions, you'll have one. So following the instructions, something started to happen. It's almost like magic. Maybe it is magic. A little figure started to appear. Button sets the little purple dog on the floor. It squeaked and wagged its tail. Button didn't know what to think. All Button knew was that it made him happy. Okay, and then the book goes on from there. That is the creation of what will be his sidekick. That's Squeaky. And so he familiarizes himself with Squeaky, and off they go on the adventures that will ensue as this book finishes and as the next ones begin. So I urge you, it's a project actually that I've just loved doing. I've never done a children's book before, although I've done a lot of illustrations that appeal to kids. This is the first time it's ever come in storybook form. Like I said, this book here, there's just a few of them left. So if you want one, go on the site and get one of these. It's the very first of the first. And the actual copy will be similar to this, but we've got a lush drawing that will go on the cover, and some additional things, and a few things that I think will pique your interest, like a search and find project in the attic. I think you'll like that. So anyway, I urge you to take a look and go to the website jimshore.com, and you'll see a lot of other stuff there too. But right now, focus on the book. I think you'll like it, and then keep your eyes open for the first edition to be available in the various stores and also on the website, and then we'll go from there, because this is the first in a long line of adventures. So while this book comes to an end, it's really only the beginning. So take a look.